WWE announced that Triple H is appearing on SmackDown to address the WWE Universe. Many fans assume that this could be a farewell from the legend and Hall of Famer. However, it could very well be the opposite. According to Fightful, higher-ups believed and hoped that SmackDown would return to the version of the show we saw since Triple H took over. That is very exciting news if he is back in charge. When you look at the card, it's totally possible that this is the truth. Jey Uso versus Sami Zayn is on the card. Imperium versus the Brawling Brutes sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. And Rey Mysterio is teaming up with Santos Escobar to take on Dominic Mysterio and Damian Priest. These are matches that clearly continue the stories that Triple H has been building. They're even matches that he would book himself. You know how he loves his tag team wrestling. The only odd thing about the report is that it's speaking in past tense. It also doesn't specify if Triple H is running the show or not. It just says that it would return to the show we saw since Triple H took over. Vince McMahon could attempt to replicate his style. Who knows? There's so much confusion about WWE right now. At this point, we don't know if Triple H is going to leave WWE or if this is good news and he's back in control of the creative team. Like, honestly, there's just so many conflicting reports right now. Dave Meltzer speculates that Vince McMahon is running the show, whether it's virtually or physically, and Fightful says that it's returning to Triple H's WWE. I guess we're going to find out tonight when we see Hunter himself and the rest of SmackDown. Some fans think that Triple H could book SmackDown while Vince McMahon books Raw, but I don't think that's the case. It sounds like a good idea in theory, it sounds cool, but I don't think it would ever work. There would be way too many conflicting issues, and having one world champion makes it even more complicated. I think we're going to get a better idea of who's running SmackDown tonight, and we're going to find out if Triple H is still in WWE or if this is the end for him. I hope it's not, but we'll have more answers either tomorrow or Monday or maybe the next week. We'll have to wait and see. Roman Reigns defeated Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 39 in shocking fashion. While this decision feels last minute, that isn't the case. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Roman Reigns beating Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 39 was always the plan, although it was kept secret and almost nobody knew about it. This is the first time that WWE kept a secret. Roman Reigns really won, and I still can't believe it, but there are new reports that have come out saying that Triple H was the one behind this decision and that Vince McMahon was not involved at all. I even saw a report that said Vince McMahon actually wanted Cody to win and become the new undisputed champion, while Triple H ultimately went with the decision to have the tribal chief retain. If that is true, that is one interesting decision, and it also means that Vince is getting all the hate for Hunter's choice. I haven't really seen that report anywhere else except for one tweet, and honestly, I can't even find it now, so take it with a grain of salt. But at the end of the day, Triple H is the one that wanted Roman Reigns to win. Roman Reigns will reportedly not even wrestle at Backlash in Puerto Rico. WWE might have plans for him to appear at the show though, but not wrestle. He is expected to defend the championships at King and Queen of the Ring, Money in the Bank, and SummerSlam. I guess Roman's not taking that long break after all, the break that, fooled a lot of people into thinking that Roman was going to lose the titles. Unfortunately, there is some bad news about Randy Orton. While many people were excited for his potential return, that may not happen anytime soon. There were reports that said he would be back with WWE during WrestleMania weekend, but it's looking like that just meant backstage, because a new report says that those at WWE noted prior to WrestleMania that Randy Orton's back injury was nowhere close to allowing him to return to in-ring action, and that is just deflating news. Randy Orton did have a back fusion. This is something that could take an extra few months, maybe 6 months, or even a year to fully come back from. It really depends on his back and how he's feeling from week to week, from month to month. I'm sure Randy Orton is taking good care of himself. He's most likely doing as much rehab as he can, but these are injuries that just unfortunately take time. I also think that this could be the end of the RKO, but at this point, I don't even care. I just want to see the man healthy and back in that ring, regardless of an RKO or not. He'll probably get another cool finisher or just start punting the hell out of people and their heads. Logan Paul's WWE contract came to an end after his top-notch WrestleMania 39 match with Seth Rollins. With that being said, it's been reported that Logan Paul has indeed signed a new contract with the company, and this is a W for WWE. Logan Paul has been one of the greatest signings of all time. When it comes to his popularity, he brings a lot of new eyes to the product. His mind is great at creating viral moments like the KSI moment from his match last week at WrestleMania. And he's got incredible in-ring talent. I don't think anybody expected this man to be this good this quickly. It's unknown how many years he did sign with the company for, but I'm sure he's not going to any other rival promotions. Logan Paul is treated like a star, gets top matches, and will definitely stay with WWE for as long as he wants to. It's expected that he's going to have a big time match with John Cena in the future if John Cena's schedule opens up. That is a match that I cannot wait to see. WWE and UFC merged in a landmark move in a deal worth a mouth-watering $21.4 billion. With the merger, there is talk of layoffs, and this has caused a stir in the wrestling community. Endeavor COO Mark Shapiro spoke of means to find cost synergies and appoint the brightest talents going forward. He said, anything from HR to finance to legal to communication, production to distribution and marketing, across every area, you're going to find cost synergies. You're going to integrate and ultimately highlight and appoint the best and brightest teams. This makes a lot of sense from a business perspective. It doesn't make a lot of sense to have duplicates of employees doing the exact same thing. Downsizing usually occurs during mergers. I do feel bad for all the employees who will lose their job throughout this time. I hope they can find new employment as soon as possible. I also hope that this does not affect on-screen talent. April 15th is usually when we see roster cuts, and that is a day we got to keep an eye out for. Dominic Mysterio had a special prison-themed entrance for WrestleMania 39. In his promo package, there were Auschwitz images and clips, and that is not good. In fact, the Auschwitz Memorial Museum even addressed it on Twitter, saying, the fact that Auschwitz image was used to promote a WWE match is hard to call an editing mistake. Exploiting the site that has become a symbol of enormous human tragedy is shameless and insults the memory of all victims of Auschwitz. WWE has not responded, and the Auschwitz Memorial Museum has not removed the tweet either. It's probably better to respond and apologize than do nothing. However, it looks like they are just going to ignore it and let the situation die down. What a shame. Like I said, WWE should apologize for this. It's official, Jay White will not be coming to WWE because he signed a contract with AEW and made his debut a couple days ago on Dynamite. Fightful reported that Triple H and William Regal both showed interest in Jay White. However, WWE higher-ups said that the company failed to communicate properly along the process. I don't know how all this happened, but that is a big fat juicy L for the WWE. They didn't make him a priority and they lost him because of it. That's an L. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.